Welcome back, everyone. We're going to be exploring the Yoga Sutras a bit more. Here's one of my students. You want to talk about diminishing the power of suffering, the difficulties of the mind? So let's take a comfortable seat. We're going to be looking into Yoga Sutra 2.10. And in this discussion, we're building on Yoga Sutra 2.10. Right? So each one is building on the one prior to. And in Yoga Sutra 2.10, I talked with you about how we practice reducing the power of suffering because we reduce the power or the strength of the thought, the wayward thought. So, okay, let's take a comfortable seat, shall we? You can rest your hands in your lap or circle them around your pet. Allow your eyes to close. Invite your attention to begin coming more inward. And imagine during the inhale that your concentration is dropping down into your body, releasing the events of the outside world. And on the exhale that you drop further down, as if you were taking an elevator down from the mind, the busy windmill of the mind, moving down, and coming down to a place where your mind is fundamentally more grounded here in the present moment. Allow your breath to guide you. And when you sense yourself to have arrived a little bit more here in the present, then begin to notice if you have your concentration mind connecting down to the sensations of the ground, you might have kind of like a second or third radio broadcast mind that is still connected to the comings and goings, right? The kind of vrttis or mental fluctuations that are broadcast by different stations in your mind. Let's get your primary mind, though, your primary focusing mind, to concentrate in the here and now. So just like the sky doesn't mind if there are clouds passing through, if there's birds or airplanes. In the same way, the primary mind can become more grounded, even if the other thoughts are still being broadcast. As you take this elevator journey down now to the connection of the ground beneath you, and appreciate yourself for arriving here for the practice, and join your hands together at your heart. Let's give our respect to Patanjali, the author of the Yoga Sutras. So Patanjali wrote the texts on the mind, the health of the body, and also on grammar, on the importance of clear speech, which is also for our relationships. So, Om Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacham Malam Sharirasya Chavajikena Yopakarotam Pravaramuninam Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You may bow your head to your heart. Release your hands and welcome. I'm glad that you're here. So today we're going to look at Yoga Sutra 2.10 and we learn about the power of meditation, Dhyana. Dhyana is also on the 8 limbs of yoga. It is the 7th limb of yoga. It comes after dharana, which is the word for concentration or focus, and it precedes the word samadhi, which is the 8th limb of yoga. Samadhi being that state of awakened immersion into all that is, the sense of absorption into all that is. So what we're doing with the mental fluctuations, the vrttis, is we're trying to reduce the potency of them, and we can do that by using meditation. So we're going to hear the word dhyana for meditation. Then we're going to hear the word heya, which means when things can be reduced or abated or resolved, diminished, right? Ultimately, it also means they can be overcome, and sometimes it means they can be destroyed. I don't have a particular philosophy of destroying the vrttis, because those mental broadcasts or those radio stations, they did come from somewhere, and they may have, at least historically, a purposeful connection to some work that you're going to do to resolve where those thoughts came from, how you internalize them, and how they get perpetuated. So rather than just eradicating or destroying them, I like to keep a light sense of curiosity about where did that come from? What is its purpose? How can I be in relationship to it? Is it time to just send it downstream? Okay, so you're going to hear dhyana, heya, tat, which just means that. It's like a preposition like we have in our language as well. And then you're going to hear the word vritti as vrittayaha. And you know already that vrittis are the fluctuations of the mind. These vrittis are the modifications, the mumbo jumbo of the mind. I sometimes like to think of it as if you had a clear glacial lake and it's reflecting the sky above it, the sky doesn't mind if there's bird patterns or airplanes, and nor does the water. The water is still going to reflect everything that is happening in the sky. But when the rain begins to come down, the raindrops, if they are very few, it's okay. We can still see pretty well what's happening in the sky. But if the raindrops become very many, if they become quicker and more, they're duplicating themselves, and they're creating more of themselves, then the surface of the water becomes like this. Those are your vrittis. So then the vrittis are causing you to be unable to see clearly. Okay, so meditation is the key in this sutra. We're learning that meditation is the tool that can help us to overcome the circular nature of the vrttis, those things that obscure our view of that which we most deeply are. So let's give it a go here. Dhyana, 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 heya, 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 tat, 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 vrittayaha, 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 vrittayaha. Now 2 words together. Dhyana heya, dhyana heya, dhyana heya, dhyana heya, tat vrittayaha, tat vrittayaha, tat vrittayaha, tat vrittayaha. Okay, now the whole sutra. Dhyana heya tat vrittayaha, dhyana heya tat vrittayaha, dhyana heya tat vrittayaha, dhyana heya tat vrittayaha, dhyana heya tat vrittayaha. Let your mind rest now, and this inner sense of meditation can help you to stabilize your mind. It helps you to reduce the density of the colorings of the thoughts. Whatever colorings remain, it brings that down to what we call the seed form. And then meditation helps us to resolve those colorings back to the place from where they came. So they're resolving back into the cosmos or back into the ethers, you could say it that way too. So imagine yourself being able to meditate more consistently with greater depth and duration. And then imagine the kind of freedom that you can cultivate for yourself and perhaps even role model for others when you have reduced the propensities for those vrttis to just take over, to just give you so much mental activation and susceptibility to more mental activation. Okay, please bring your hands together at your heart. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May we have inner peace. May there be peace amongst us. May there be peace in all the realms. Thank you so much. Namaste.